Breaking updates coming in of a mishap amid the Dubai Air Show. The Indian fighter jet Tejas has crashed. The Indian fighter jet crashing in the Dubai Air Show. These are the visuals that have come in. The Tejas Mk1 having a crash. This was during the demonstration at the Dubai Air Show. So my colleague Shreya is joining us on the broadcast with the details. Shreya, very dramatic visuals coming in of the crash during the Dubai Air Show. What are the details?
Not just dramatic, they are heartbreaking visuals as well, because if you look at the picture on your screens, it is highly unlikely that the pilot was able to eject. These pictures, the Pratibha, coming to us from Dubai. The Tejas was part of the Dubai Air Show. It was part of the Indian contingent. The entire idea for the Tejas to be made, and remember, Tejas is a Make in India jet. It is something that we are very proud of. It was at the Dubai Air Show so that foreign buyers could have a closer look at it and possibly order it for their own air forces as well. We are hearing from the Indian Air Force. I can tell you that we've just got a message from the Air Force. They are saying they have seen the media reports on the issue. They are also seeing the pictures that are coming to us from Dubai, the ones that are on your screens. What the Air Force is saying right now is, let us ascertain the facts. We will get back to you very soon. But the word that is coming in from Dubai and the pictures that are coming in from Dubai are not looking very good, I'm afraid.
Absolutely. Shreya, I request you to stay with us just a moment. We have Angad Singh, aviation expert, joining us on the broadcast. I'm told he is also an eyewitness. He was at the Dubai Air Show when the incident took place. Angad, what can you share with us?
No, I'm not at the Dubai Air Show. I've been at the show all week. I'm leaving Dubai today.
Okay.
But unfortunately, I have friends at the show who told me what had happened. And they said that the aircraft was performing its display, and it made a turn to the left and then just descended into the ground.
For a week. I understand you are not an eyewitness, but the video that you have put out on your X handle is something that we are putting out on our screens as well. Could you help us understand what exactly happened? What are people on the ground telling you as of now, Angad?
It began as a normal display flight. And in the middle of the display, the aircraft rolled and turned to the left and descended and impacted the ground.
And do we know who was flying it? Was it an Indian Air Force pilot? If any details are available as of now, because the Indian Air Force is saying, let us just ascertain facts before we put out any details.
I have nothing more, unfortunately. I mean, the pilot will of course be an Indian Air Force pilot, but I have no details on who it was and what his condition may be.
Could you tell us, Angad, how many Tejas aircraft are part of the Dubai Air Show, given the fact that you've been there for almost a week now, and what the purpose of them being there was?
The Air Force had sent three Tejas aircraft, two for the flying display and one for the static display. And a contingent of officers and airmen with them. And I think, this is primarily, intended to showcase the jet, promote it for exports, and so on.
And when the crash takes place, this is a flying display that was clearly on. So was it just one aircraft, one Tejas that was flying, or was it twin flying? Had both the Tejas taken to the air?
No, just one aircraft.
Okay, Angad, we leave it there for the moment. Thank you very much for getting us the details you have. That was aviation expert Angad, who was with us. He's been at the Dubai Air Show, Pratibha, for the last 1 week. In fact, he's just left the venue, and he's the one who's first put out these pictures. These pictures have been, there's a special arrangement via which these pictures have been accessed. They are now viral on social media. But if you look at the pictures and if you hear what Angad has been telling us, it is highly, highly unlikely, unfortunately, that the pilot has survived this crash. This is a terrible, terrible crash on your screens. In the last 15-20 years, the air crashes that we have seen play out on our television screens, or even, for people who've been eyewitnesses, if you see something like this, where you see an aircraft that simply turns into a ball of fire, there is very little chance that the Air Force pilot would have survived. Let me go across to Srinjoy, who is joining us on the broadcast as well. Srinjoy, any more details you are picking up? This is what we have. This Tejas, this Make in India Tejas, was part part of the Dubai Air Show. It was part of the Indian contingent. There are 3 Tejas aircraft that India had dispatched for the show, 2 for aerial flying, 2 for aerial display, and 1 as a static display. This particular Tejas, piloted by an Indian Air Force pilot, this is an aerial display that was underway for people from across the world who have gathered, for Air Force representatives across the world who have gathered in Dubai to see what various, to see the sort of technology that is now available in the aerospace. Tejas is being pitted as one cost-effective alternative to fighter jets for across the world. Can you tell us any more details that you're picking up, Srinjoy?
At this point, judging by the fireball, there are only 2 ways or 2 reasons largely why a plane crashes, a fighter plane. One is a technical error, the other is a pilot error. Now the fireball kind of suggests that it's a technical error. Now if it is, then there has to be an immediate explanation, an immediate inquiry to find out what led to the fireball. Now, is it a technical error of what kind? That is the answer that everybody needs. Until then, the Tejas has to be stood down, because at this point we don't know what led to the crash. If we don't know what kind of technical error it is, then it's particularly important to check, do a proper inquiry, and then clear the plane. That is absolutely paramount. That is of very great importance, not just for the sake of the pilots, all of them, that of course is the most important, but also of the future of Tejas. Now, you can have one crash, but we must know why there is a crash, what led to a crash, and what can be done to avoid such crashes in the future.